Clock out, come home, and drink away. To bash and burn the weekly plays. Douchey calls and sweaty balls, this is Scotch Sporting.
Welcome to Scotch Sporting. I'm going to draw attention to my New York Giants shirt.
Yeah, that no one can see because we're only recording audio today.
That's true. So everyone just imagine.
Yep. What are we imagining? Tyler taking his sweater off. Look at this.
Woohoo!
Ooh, man. Katie's eyes lit up.
Describe this for us.
It's not the first time I've seen him take his sweater off.
Oh. Well, I would hope not, since you guys are married and all.
We're saving the cardigan for the wedding night, honey.
Things got wild.
Ooh, Argyle. Speaking of Argyle, are you guys watching the game?
We were watching the game.
Is there a game on?
It's in Miami, New York, which is why I'm wearing my New York shirt.
Gotcha. That's why I didn't know there was a game on.
Yeah, because it's 2 5-7 teams.
Beautiful.
I don't
The
know.
end. Did you guys see the end zone?
Yes, the Argyle end zones.
Is it beautiful and fun and eye-catching, or did whoever's idea that was, should he be ceremonially decapitated in a public square?
I have
don't know.
seen it. I'm going to see if I can find a picture online.
I don't know if I'd go that harsh.
Yeah,
but
some sort of like maybe the rack like stretched out.
Sure. But
okay.
it doesn't make any sense because it's just diamonds. There's no pattern.
Apparently it's a throwback to their jerseys from 50 years ago. But for those not watching, which is no one, Tyler is making a boa face.
Really? Throwback Miami?
So there is a reason for it.
If they're celebrating their 50th anniversary or something like that, that's why Don Shula's there. Were you not listening?
No. I don't listen to the commentators.
Well, I Googled
I don't know why
Argyle
you
end
can't.
zone, and I got some really
Tannehill
interesting hits.
every single time, and I love it.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill.
And his buddy says Tannehill. It's so ridiculous.
Argyle end zone yielded what kind of results?
Just interesting ones, but nothing of tonight's game.
Not porn?
No. Surprisingly, no.
Yeah. I thought Argyle end zone would yield some sexier results. I don't know. I can't tell if it's super beautiful and eye-catching and funky or some sort of public execution to whoever designed it. I am also wearing my New York Giants shirt. We've discussed, I have a new word.
Oh.
We've discussed how I'm a sympathizer of teams.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, not necessarily a fan.
Right. Not necessarily a fan. I have a kinship with certain teams.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Okay.
That's a good
So
one.
I feel like I wouldn't call myself a Giants fan.
But
I
you're not
feel
a
I
Giants
have a kinship
hater
with
either.
them. Same with the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Blackhawks, I think, would be my team if the Bruins weren't my team and they lost to Edmonton. So we'll talk about that later because I was quite upset. But I feel there's just, it's not quite camaraderie. It's kinship.
Right. Okay, I like that.
I think that's fitting. But so while we were talking about the NFL, Katie's here.
I said go Giants go.
Tell us about your Patriots and them ruining the lives of Brian Hoyer's children.
Gronk's back.
But how do they sleep at night knowing that his kids are going to grow up without a dad?
Well, they have a dad. He just has some brain damage.
He just has.
You just have to spoon feed him and change his diapers.
It happens. The man's playing football.
Were you nervous at all during that game?
No.
Just unabashed Patriots love? Was there any kind of
Gronk's back.
It's Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, I know.
And it's Brian Hoyer.
Yeah.
And Gronk's back. And Edelman's back soon.
And they hadn't lost 3 in a row, I think, since 2007.
2002.
That's even worse.
Clinched a playoff spot for the 13th time in the last 15 seasons.
Wow.
With a Giants win tonight, clinch the division. Go Giants, go.
Yay!
There you go.
And that would be the only time you'll ever hear her say that.
I fucking hate the Giants most of the time.
I wonder why. I can't imagine why.
That's all I gotta say.
Oh, is it this?
I relived that nightmare.
I could.
Every Super Bowl.
Right, because they always show it. They
Always,
show
every
it.
year.
There you go.
Is that
Oh,
helpful?
Tyler's now demonstrating he's an actual
Tyler is
football.
demonstrating and also guaranteeing his spot of sleeping on the couch this
Yeah,
evening.
like he's being a jerk.
Right?
There's a show on he really wants to watch later.
Yeah, that's all it is.
exactly
Yeah.
He really wants to stay up and check it out. Whatever's happened to me in our pick'em pool,
Yeah.
I think it was my bravado.
I can't hear you from first place.
Yeah, I'm mocking everyone else. Every week it was a hashtag about girls rule.
Yeah.
I am fairly certain I'm not in first place anymore after this week.
Do you have the numbers?
I do have the numbers.
Let's hear it.
So we all picked the Giants.
We did.
So this evening is
Moot.
moot. So we'll assume the Giants are going to win. So that would make Tyler 11-5.
Nice.
Wow.
See, I got called
Nice.
out. Here I come.
That was good.
What up?
That's pretty good.
Put the football down.
Reverse psychology. Chris and Mark, as you are many, many, many weeks, are
Yep.
tied.
Of course.
Mark is not with us, so we're pouring one out for our homies.
Oh, I pour the imaginary drink out.
Someone has Dr. Pepper.
Tyler does. I
Oh.
don't have a fresh one.
Mark, Tyler's drinking Dr. Pepper in your honor, and I am at a quite depressing 9-7.
Wait, you didn't say what our number is. You just said we were tied.
Oh, sorry. You're tied
10
up
and
better than
6?
me at 10-6.
Okay.
So I think this actually might make us a 4-way tie.
Really?
Whoa.
Because I was
No.
up.
No, 'cause I
Yeah.
think Tyler's up. I think Tyler's up. I think we're a 3-way tie.
Oh, okay. And then Tyler's up by like
in
1.
first. Yeah.
Ooh, this is sad. Yeah, Chris and Mark picked the Cardinals, and we're right.
Yeah.
Tyler and I picked the Vikings.
I know why
Yeah.
you picked the Vikings.
And I honestly thought the Vikings could do it.
So yeah, you're right. Tyler will be 2 games up.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All of us picked the Lions. Tyler was the only one that picked the Rams.
Smart man.
That was an interesting one. That also we all picked the Bears.
Duck
Yep.
Bears.
That was poor. What was another one we were all? Chris was the only one that picked the Steelers.
Yeah.
The rest of us had faith in our ginger overlord,
Who got injured
who got injured and might be done for the season.
and might be done for the season.
Has it come out?
Didn't they already say?
I don't know if he's done for the season. To be
It's
totally
been back
honest
and
with
forth. He was out of the game, and then it was like he
Yeah.
has a fractured hand, might be done for the season.
you. Yeah,
But then today it was doesn't require surgery, so
could be
question
back
mark.
for the season.
Just his thumb, right?
Yeah. So did
Yeah,
he
it's just
hurt
his
it
thumb.
on the stupid throw that was intercepted, or when he tried to tackle the
Trying to make a
400
tackle.
pound?
Everything I've read is
trying to do not his job.
God bless him, though. What a great takeout.
It's because he's
He got him.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he did well.
He went for those knees and he buckled them.
I would like to say, as soon as that happened, I got a text from Mark and our Ginger Overlord is his quarterback in our fantasy league.
Yeah.
So he lost his quarterback
That's not
really
good.
early.
Oh.
Quarterback got no points. It was in a playoff game this week. At the end of last night's games, he was tied 94-94.
Wow.
And he owned the tiebreaker. So as long as I forget who it was,
It's Tim. He's playing Tim.
yeah. So as long as Tim doesn't have any players left,
He's up 98-94. So as long as this
So-
guy doesn't lose 4 points.
So Mark is going to win with 0 points.
Mark is going to win with 0 points from his quarterback and 1 point from Megatron.
That's crazy.
Wow.
But who's this guy that got 26? That's a shit show.
Todd Gurley from the
Oh, of
Rams.
course.
That means I play Mark next week.
For the championships or one more week after?
No,
that?
semis.
One more week after that.
Yeah.
Are you guys in a keeper league?
No.
But do you want to know something about our league?
Yes, I do.
How many people are in it? 12?
Yeah.
And the spots 1, 2, and 3 are currently held by ladies.
It's true.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm at the top.
of course.
This makes me want to burn my bra.
I'm just saying.
I have a fantasy question, kind of off topic, but we were arguing about it this weekend.
Sure.
So Peanut Gallery, who isn't here, is in a fantasy league. And they have a rule where you only have someone's rights for 3 years.
Okay.
So you draft Gronk. After you can keep him for 3 seasons.
Okay.
And then you have to let him go back into the pool for the draft.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Can you draft him again if it comes around to it?
I believe so. But you'd have to waste your draft pick on him.
Right.
So, and say I have Gronk and I've wasted 2 years and I trade him to Katie because I know I can get her to give me whatever I want for Gronk. The clock on him doesn't reset. She can now only
have him for. Oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I wouldn't
like
take
that.
that trade.
So that's a super cool rule. So what erupted in the argument, and we were adults and I wasn't in the pool, so I was just happily chuckling. Say Gronk gets hurt.
Yep.
I forget who the player was that actually did get hurt, was out for the season. So
should
Gronk
get
gets
another
hurt, for
season.
example. He's out for the season.
Right.
I have owned him for 3 years. I drop him,
Yep.
and you pick him up. Katie picks him up. Does his contract reset in 3 years? Because he has become a free agent, and now Katie claimed him.
I would say yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's been dropped. He's back in the free agent pool.
Yep.
He doesn't need to be drafted for it to be reset. He's been in the free agent pool.
That I was against it originally, as a lot of people in the pool were. But then when the argument was made that if you're treating fantasy football like you're an actual NFL owner,
Yeah.
which God bless us, we all are in our hearts.
In our hearts, deep down.
You know, if someone's waived from a team, their contract is done.
Yes.
If they're picked up by another team, it's a brand new contract.
Yes. Yeah.
I
No, it
just
makes
I
sense.
was curious to see what you other fantasy footballers thought. And so why do you think the clock should reset?
What do you mean?
Like why say like same reasons they go into a free agent pool,
Yeah.
it should reset them on 3 years?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm also interested you guys are in a keeper pool that isn't, or in a football pool that isn't a keeper.
I think it's more fun, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah, I was in a keeper hockey league for quite a few years, and it really got stale because, like, oh, that guy's got Crosby and that guy's got Ovechkin, and I mean, like,
And
the way it was laid out, you didn't really want those guys all that badly, anyways. But you were constantly having to try to find like the second tier players. That's what the whole draft was about.
yep.
Like it wasn't about getting the best
exactly.
players. It was getting about the best B player, like the best third and fourth liners. That's what it was all about. So, and yeah, I don't know.
And we upped our league from 8 teams last year to 12 this year. So it's way better because now somebody can't sit on Peyton Manning, not that you'd want to, and Aaron Rodgers like somebody did last year. They had
Shout
he
out
had
Peyton
them
Manning and
both.
Aaron Rodgers.
Had them both, and he sat on them.
No.
And did like got offers for trades and didn't do anything. So
Well, speaking of Peyton Manning, I'm very happy that Katie's here. So, Brink Rottweiler, or whatever his name is.
Okay.
Brock Osweiler.
That was a good one,
Osweiler,
though.
yeah.
I like it. I think every week
Rottweiler.
I think we should come up with a new name for him every week.
He
I
is starting next
normally
week.
thought he's incredibly good looking. I saw a picture of him, and you know when they do the stupid, like, zoom in headshots where it's a photo, but they're actually kind of moving slightly?
Oh, like yeah.
You know, when they're like, and they say what university they went to.
Yeah.
His was like a bastardization of the Guy Fawkes V for Vendetta guy. Like, he had the stupidest pencil beard and weird shapes to his eyebrows and face, and it put me off my crush. And I need to know if he's good looking.
I don't think I ever look at him when he's standing up. He's usually just falling over,
Oh wow.
being tackled.
You just need him lying down. I need you to Google pictures of
I'm
him.
gonna Google him right now.
Men, you can answer. It doesn't automatically make you gay.
I just
No.
don't remember what was the final score of the Broncos Pats game.
I don't remember.
Okay, neither do I.
Okay, just checking.
We won by a touchdown.
Did we? Oh, right. It was like very
The-
exciting overtime game, wasn't it?
Back when we could score touchdowns.
Right.
It's been one game, Tyler. You gave up so quickly.
I'm not giving up on Brock. I'm giving up on the offense.
It was awful. It was awful.
He's attractive with the curly, clean hair. Once the hair gets sweaty or like slicked.
So is it the hair? Because this picture
It's-
that I saw,
it's the
this
hair
Guy
for
Fawkes
sure.
picture, his hair was slicked and it was gross.
Like he's attractive here. Where's the camera? Can you see him?
Yeah, right?
Right?
This is the
Like,
picture
he's-
I use, I think, on Scotch Sporting
He's
a lot.
attractive there. Here. Not so attractive.
Yeah, he looks like a doofus. He looks
Right?
like his name should be Lloyd.
And then further down, he looks like a doofus again. Hang on.
So I think it's his hair. I think it's his lush, kind of sweet, curly.
It's absolutely his hair.
What's it out of 10? On the sexiest picture you can find of him.
Doofus.
What is that on his chin? It's him and Cam Newton. What is it? Is this a thing?
Out of
I had one of
10.
those things. I was like 21. I had one.
Is
of those.
this some sort of aerodynamic thing?
It's terrible.
But you were also 21, what, in the early 2000s, mid 2000s?
Here's a picture
Early
of him with Robert
2000s.
Pattinson.
Oh yeah, he does kind of look like
Robert Pattinson's
Our-
slightly
Bigger foreheaded neighbor.
yeah.
developmentally delayed.
Yeah. There's a chromosome or two off.
I
Maybe,
don't know. Out of
maybe
10.
3 to 4.
7? 6.5?
Okay, I can live with that. I'm so confused after yesterday.
I'm confused too. Like
I don't know how to feel.
in the best pictures, he's an 8.
Okay.
In the worst pictures, he's like a 4.
Damn.
So that averages out to me to like 6.
There
He's
you
like
go.
your Hamilton quarterback.
Oh. Poor Zach.
Zach, whatever, something Italian sounding.
It's Greek, but it's Kalaros. That's Greek.
Yeah, that's
Don't
racist.
you know? Is... Awesome.
Well, NFL. I wanted to talk about this last week, and then he ended up winning a goddamn game. So Johnny Manziel sat out his 2-game detention for smuggling booze into
You shouldn't be drinking.
Don't you do this. So after we did our podcast, and we forgot to mention it last week, I think my problem with it is he's getting paid $1 million and like millions and millions of dollars. And it was like, hey, Johnny, don't do this one thing.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm going to do the thing.
I'm gonna do the thing.
So
You
it's like,
You can't tell me what to do. You're not the
Like-
king of Johnny.
don't do this. Like, you can do anything you want. Just don't do the one thing. Oh, you did the thing. And so that I think that also really bothered me. But his punishment's over. He was reinstated. So 2 questions. A, was his punishment over? Or B, is it's like, crap.
We
have
kinda want-
actually...
We kind of want to win some games.
It's this, or we duct tape the football to my gerbil and hope no one steps on it. Like, do they
think-
believe in him and his punishment's over, or is it literally Johnny Manziel or the Danish I had for breakfast?
Right. I think it's option B.
Yeah.
They had no choice.
They had no choice.
And let's be fair, they were playing the 49ers.
Right. The foreign Niners.
Right?
But they won.
Yes.
They did.
But that
So-
doesn't change anything.
Yeah, what if Johnny Manziel goes and does the thing again this week?
Did you see the video of him smacking the iPad or not iPad, whatever,
The Microsoft Surface.
thing off his fucking head?
Yeah, because he was mad.
Yeah. So angry. He's like, I need a drink.
Well,
Why
So
won't they
Johnny
just
Manziel, he does the thing. Tomorrow we see it on TMZ. He's
Oh,
back in Vegas.
the reliable source, right?
But like, is he
They
starting
got it.
again?
No,
are
they got- They got to keep it up. So if he drinks again, then they got to fucking bench him again. They can't. But then all he has to do is keep the drinking on the down low. Like,
Yeah,
don't be
get-
an idiot.
Don't be an idiot. Exactly.
If you're gonna drink at home. No one's taking videos of you at home getting fucking shit-faced. And you can call all the girls in the world. They can come to your house. You can party at your house. You're Johnny Football, money, dollar bills, whatever. You can have the party at your house. You don't need to go anywhere.
Oh, but staying home is so lame.
Okay, but and then he can still play football. Doesn't he want to play football?
I don't
He
know.
does.
Johnny
Yeah,
just
I
wants to play some football.
So does that make the Browns organization look even more sad?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Are they going back on their word of like, we're gonna punish you and you're not the starter? Okay, Alex Smith was the worst. Or it wasn't Alex Smith. Everyone else we tried who wasn't you was the worst.
Yeah, Alex Smith is actually Chiefs won like 7 in a row.
I know, he's actually doing really well. I think I was thinking of handsome people and I got distracted.
Really? Can't imagine that happening.
You mean all the time?
Yeah.
Basketball. Golden State finally lost.
Mark called it.
Did Mark pick the game?
He did.
Wow.
He said they would lose to the Bucks.
Can we all just to make him? Mark's not feeling very well. Can we just on the count of 3 say, Mark, you were right?
All right.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Mark,
you were
you
right.
were right.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'll give a little applause.
Mark Munn called it. They finally lost.
Crazy.
So,
And it was the day after it went to double overtime.
They were
Yeah.
tired.
They were
and they
exhausted.
should have lost that game.
Yeah, they should have lost that game.
So then they finally did. Is Carolina going undefeated?
Yes.
Back to football.
You know,
Regular season, yes.
they have the Falcons and the Cowboys and some other shitty team.
Yeah, so they probably will. Although,
But you know what happens when you go undefeated in the regular season?
You lose to the Giants.
You lose to the Giants.
little baby Eli throws up a prayer and sells his soul to the devil, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there it is again.
And Tyler's back with a football.
Tyler might
I'm
be sleeping on the
ignoring
couch tomorrow night, too.
Might be.
Okay.
Do you guys have a spare room? Like, is
We
it
sure
busy?
do.
Maybe have an extra bed he just wants to spread out in?
There's a pull-out couch behind me, too.
And
Perfect.
the spare room.
He could sleep in a different room every night. Just keep poking the bear.
It's a bad idea.
You might not ever get fed again.
So the Panthers are playing the New York Giants, the Atlanta Falcons, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Win. Those are 3 wins right there.
Right? A shitty team, a shitty team,
Unless-
and a shittier team.
So the only thing I can think of is because they've clinched the division, I'm sure. They've clinched playoff spots.
They have clinched a home playoff berth.
Okay. They haven't clinched the division yet?
No, they have. I'm pretty sure they have.
So
Home field advantage, they've got it.
the only way I see them losing in the regular season is if the last game of the season they just don't play anybody. Everybody sits and you play your fucking practice roster.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can see them losing.
And even at that, I'm not even sure that's going to happen.
Last games, the Bucks aren't terrible. They're not
great either.
they're not good, but they're not terrible. I mean, they'll beat a practice squad. So, I don't know. How does Atlanta not score any points?
Any
Nothing?
points.
You can't put up like a field goal?
Nothing.
God
No.
damn.
They're like,
Just
And what
nothing.
about Jacksonville destroying the Colts?
That is true.
Great.
Great. Okay. Well,
with their 40 with Blake Bortles and their 47 million points.
it's ridiculous.
I had him in his QB this week.
Nice.
Because,
So
well,
the Panthers,
I was the only one to pick the Colts too. Yeah.
so sad. You march to the beat of your own drummer.
I really do.
So Carolina is set to face the lowest wild card seed right now of the NFC.
yeah, so they've clinched the first round bye.
Oh, they have. Okay.
Yeah.
So that could be the Seahawks. That
It-
could be the Vikings.
Yeah.
What happens if they go against the Seahawks?
It could also be
I
the
think
Bucks,
that's-
the Falcons, the Eagles, the Giants.
Okay. If it's the Seahawks,
I think if it's the Seahawks, are screwed.
Okay, is Lynch back? Like,
Yes.
is he?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because if Lynch is back, because what's his name? Rowles? What the fuck was his name there? Anyways, he broke his ankle.
Yeah.
So
He's dead. He died.
right. So you need Lynch back because you need a running game because Russell Wilson's not doing it alone.
No.
So
He is, though, because he's not doing Sierra.
right.
It's true.
So he is doing it on his own.
But
Right? That was it took me a second to get
It's
there.
good. It's good. That's a good one. I like it.
So are they going to lose the first round?
Well, no, they can't lose in the first round because they got the bye.
Shut up. So
Sorry,
Are they going to
First
lose
round
the
that
first
they
game
play.
they could.
yeah, they very well could.
Why are we so hesitant to call the Panthers the real deal?
I think
Because
the Panthers are the real deal. Did you see Cam Newton yesterday? Frig, the man's a stud.
He is so hot.
Right?
Except for this. Just do this. Just
That's
cup
true.
your chin. Cup your chin and talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, like if this was the Patriots going undefeated as they did, if this was the Broncos as they did, there's more belief in those teams. Is it because Carolina hasn't been good for a while? I mean, last year obviously they made the playoffs, but this year it's like I feel like every game we're kind of like, oh, here it comes, here's the loss.
So the Panthers have played the Jags, the Texans,
Yeah, they played
the Saints, the Bucks, the Seahawks, the Eagles, the Colts, the Pack, the Titans, the Redskins, the Cowboys, the Saints, the Falcons. They obviously play the Giants, the Falcons, and the Bucks again. They have the easiest schedule this year.
The Packers.
The Packers was their hardest game.
and they haven't even been great.
And the Seahawks. Those are the two tough ones.
And
Yep. Okay, so 2 hard games out of 16.
they only beat the Seahawks by 4, and they beat the Pack by 8.
The Saints was that close game though.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the Seahawks. The Seahawks by 4. The
That's what you
Saints
said.
But then they only beat the Saints by 3.
by 5.
Right.
What was the game I was mad someone didn't cover the spread against the Saints? I thought it was them. Anyways,
Which game haven't you been mad about somebody not covering the spread?
all of the games.
I just want to pick the winner.
I just want to pick the winner.
Okay.
But the money never gets a good payout.
Because you just picked the winner. It's no.
Yeah, that's not fun. You gotta spice it up.
I like my guaranteed cash.
No.
Well, we were talking about basketball. I'm very curious. We don't have Mark here to relay any kind of stats, but this hopefully will lead into a larger discussion.
See what I can do about
Kobe
it.
Bryant,
Yep.
does he deserve to be an All-Star?
This year?
He is probably making it into the All-Star game.
Oh, he's for
Well,
sure
of
making it
course.
into the
Yeah, he's
All-Star game.
making it there because he's retiring. And
This
the
is
only
last
reason
season.
he's there is because he said he's retiring already.
Is that valid? Is that fair?
Is it fair? No. But it's what's going to happen.
So, as a fan of sports, do you want to see the old time, like Derek Jeter making it to the All-Star game in his last year?
One last time.
Do you want to see? Are you honoring him for his career and you're voting him in and you're naming him to the All-Star team as one last hurrah?
Yep.
He's earned that, regardless of how absolute fucking steaming pile of shit he is this year,
Doesn't matter.
at the expense of someone else.
Who?
Yeah.
Give me the name. Give me the name we're cutting to put Kobe Bryant on the team.
Let's
I'll
say
tell you
Andrew
whether it's-
Wiggins.
Who?
Let's say Andrew Wiggins is getting cut to make room for Kobe Bryant.
Well, I don't. Okay, I'm still okay with it.
How about because I like saying his name, Kristaps Porzingis?
Sure, I'm okay with it. Like, I mean, these guys still got years to play.
But
That's
these
the
are
last
talented guys who this year are all-stars.
Yeah,
And
sure,
they are
but
being cut from the All-Star game because this is Kobe Bryant, the steaming pile of cancers last year in the NBA.
steaming pile of cancer.
He is smelly cancer.
The
And-
smelly kind.
We are honoring his career.
Yeah.
So shouldn't there be something else? Like, hey, come to like ugh.
Remember when he put up 82 against the Raptors?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Forever ago.
Yeah, okay, but I mean,
And he was an all-star that year.
good, and he
Good
should
for
have been.
you.
And you know what? I think we can afford for him to be an all-star one more time.
At the expense of someone else.
At the
Like
expense of someone
poor
else.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Of course.
Yes.
How many people actually watched the All-Star game?
The NBA All-Star game?
The NBA All-Star, like the game,
Did
not
you
the
look it up?
skills. The game, not the
Did
skills.
you look it up?
The voting is started 4 days ago, so I don't know who's getting.
I
You can
believe
vote for
of
anybody at
all
this point.
All-Star games, maybe NBA and MLB would be the
Yeah.
most popular.
Well, yeah, because they're non-contact sports.
Right.
Because contact sport all-star games are bullshit.
They're silly. They're very
'Cause
silly.
It's like watching like a watered down, like
I'm
just-
very excited to see how silly the NHL All-Star game is.
it's gonna be awful.
It's gonna be very
so
terrible.
bad.
So for people that don't know, and I want to get back to yelling about All-Stars, the NHL is doing like a bunch of mini games, like a little weird mini tournament.
It's a 3-on-3 tournament, you know?
3 tournament.
Like the 3-on-3 video game that I play that came with NHL a couple
Yeah,
years.
NHL 3-on-3 is what it is.
When you were the big-headed guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I just skate around and hit people, and it's so much fun.
But you
I
can't-
know the button to hit, and I just mash that one.
It's
And
And
that won't
that's
happen.
what the NHL All-Star Game is going to be. It's just going to be a bunch of 3-on-3 mini tournaments.
But what I don't understand is each team has to have 2 goalies.
What?
Each of the 3 teams has to have 2 goals. Or there's 4 teams, and each of the 4 teams has 2 goalies on the roster.
That's so silly.
Right?
It's going to be so
They get
silly.
to play.
The NHL All-Star Game is so dumb to begin with, and the weird inside joke draft that they do.
They're doing away with that.
That was also silly.
It's awful. Remember when Phil Kessel got picked last?
Yes.
What did that sound like, Tay?
I don't know. Why has no one picked me? I just want to be on the team.
Love your Phil Kessel impression.
Thanks, guys. Oh, my head coach got fired, but we'll talk about that later. So say Kobe Bryant doesn't get voted in,
Right.
should he get named to the team? So I get fan voting because I think in the NHL, like isn't Steve Ott like the leading voter, or John Scott or someone? Like some absolute
Someone weird. They do it every year with hockey, though. It always gets trolled.
And people voted for Jaromir Jagr, and he came out and was like, "Please, I'm very old and don't want to play, so vote for someone else."
It's a break.
Like, please, I just want to chill and bang my 19-year-old models. But so say Kobe Bryant doesn't get voted in.
Yeah.
If you're Adam Silver, do you name him to the team?
No. No. I'm for him playing, but I'm not going to go out of my way to put him on there if I'm in a position of power to do it.
Interesting stance. So he deserves to be on the team for his career.
If he's voted in, then let's do it. If he's not voted in, then let's...
But only to be honored by the
I'm not
fans.
doing
Right.
it.
If the
NFL
fans say
being
so, then
stupid.
let's do it.
Like, are you naming Peyton Manning to the Pro Bowl?
No. No. No way. Unless he's voted in.
This is very interesting because you were very much like,
You're
no,
right.
that's-
It was. No, I realize that now. I'm like,
Kobe
no.
needs to be in. Let's honor
No,
his
I don't know that he needs to be in. I'm just saying that if the voting's going that way, and that the voting is going that way, is it not?
Yeah, because that's the same with the voting system.
So if he's voted,
You know, it's why David Ortiz makes it to the All-Star game all the time.
right?
Because people, and why you'll see, like, or you used to a couple years ago, like, it would be 8 Yankees. Because that's just where the numbers were.
Right.
So is it the voting system then that needs to be changed?
Well, definitely. Like as long as it's online, it can always be gamed, right? So
Well, the suggestion that I will claim as my own because they're not here.
yeah,
Players vote for the All-Star.
that's a fantastic idea.
Thank you so much. I came up with that on my own.
You know what? You get all the credit in the world. That's fantastic. That's
Thank
a great
you.
idea. Because the players are the ones ultimately who know who are the best players, right? When you play, you know, okay, that guy's the good guy.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea that the players vote for the starter.
Yeah.
Did we lose Tyler?
Yep.
I'm
Slash
still here.
Katie?
Relax. Hang on.
No, instead of Katie, we just see another picture of Tyler, which is very disturbing.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
But while you're looking at that picture of Tyler, and since Mark's not here, I did some research
Oh,
Whoa!
on All-Star Game viewership.
yes.
You're gonna have to turn in your lady card. I hope you know this.
I'm just saying Mark's officially been replaced.
I'll get it back, my lady card. Don't worry. The NHL's 2015 All-Star Game had a whopping 1.479 million viewers.
Because I feel like you're drunk and accidentally turned to it.
Yeah.
The NBA 2015 All-Star Game has 7.2 million viewers.
That is way less than I thought.
Then followed by the Pro Bowl at 8.77. And I wasn't going to look up the Pro Bowl because who the fuck watches the Pro Bowl?
Apparently, a lot of people do.
Apparently, way more people than we think.
8.77 million. Topped only by the MLB All-Star Game at 10.9 million. Though, in comparison, the 2015 Super Bowl had 114.4 million viewers.
Right.
Okay, so they had 10 times
10 times
the
baseball.
MLB
Now,
All-Star Game viewers.
Do more people watch the baseball one because it actually
It
has
matters.
meaning?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
it
say so,
matters.
for sure.
I'd be
And-
curious, Katie. Does it have the stats on the NBA skills competition?
I'm sure I can find them.
Because if you can find that, I bet dollars to donuts.
It's higher.
It's higher.
It's higher.
I watch that all the time. I would rather watch skills than the game. The game is so boring.
Well, because I think Chris is right, and the all-star games in sports that are contact sports, I don't care.
It doesn't matter if basketball is not a contact sport. They don't play defense.
Right,
Yeah.
but but they don't play defense, but it can still be exciting.
Can it though?
Yeah, it can.
Just a dunk every 24
I don't know.
seconds?
You know what? I don't watch basketball. So
Enough.
It's like me commenting on is there a soccer all-star game?
There is.
Okay.
There's
there-
two,
there-
though, because the aggregate
Because you
scoring.
gotta aggregate the score.
And they don't. Not well.
don't.
So there's only an all-star game in the MLS.
Right. And it ends 0-0 every time.
No, because
They pull the goalie. They
so
play with no goalie.
in the all-star game, they take all of the best players in the MLS and they put them up against an average club team from England.
Oh, and they get smashed.
And they
is
get
what you're telling me.
smashed.
So the Saturday night of the NBA All-Star Weekend was 8.1 mil. So
more
only
than the game.
A million more.
A million more.
Wow.
That makes sense.
That's awesome.
Are there stats on the NHL Skills Day?
That's my next one.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I used to like the NHL skills competition. I think it's dumb now. But it used to be fun to
It
watch.
used to be cool. And I think the Pro Bowl in football is kind of like the men's version of women watching the red carpet show of the Oscars. Like, it's really
Right.
fun to see your favorite players. Like, oh, there's Tannehill.
Danny Hill.
No one's favorite player.
There's Tannehill. His wife likes him, I'm
Oh,
sure.
sure, okay.
His disproportionately hot wife.
Is
You know,
it-
like, it's cool to see all your favorites in one place, but, like, you're not watching the Pro Bowl.
Do you think people are watching it because it's like, oh, next week's the Super Bowl?
Well,
Yeah.
and if your favorite team's in the Super Bowl, you don't give a flying fuck about the Pro Bowl.
Right. But now, was it better when it was after the Super Bowl? And then you
I-
could have the players from the
I
Super
think
Bowl
he cared
teams?
less when
I-
it was after
yeah.
the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
Because the Super Bowl's over. It's such a wah-wah.
Should they just get rid of it altogether?
Put it at the beginning of the next season.
Well,
But then somebody could get hurt.
Before
Right.
the preseason stuff. And like they don't play hard anyway because they don't want to get hurt. So what the hell does it
I wonder
matter?
if you could do some kind of skills competition with that. No, not really. Like, throw through this target.
Yeah, for the quarterbacks.
That sounds way more interesting.
So the skills competition, 1.7 million, and the game 1.4. So only 300,000 more viewers.
Nobody
But
gives a
it's
flying
still, there's
fuck.
a difference.
And the percentage is pretty high. Like 300,000 of 1
Of
point.
1.4. Yeah.
So way more people are watching the skills competition.
Yeah.
Right. And that's proof that the game sucks.
But to be fair, both the skills competition and the actual game were down over 2.5 million viewers from the year before.
Damn.
So why
Yeah.
does no one give a shit about the hockey? Why? So we talk about football. Why don't you care about the hockey?
They change it
Nobody-
every fucking year.
And hold on, and hockey's only popular in Canada anyways. You think you're going to get Americans who really don't give a shit about hockey to watch an all-star game where they take the most important part of the game out?
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
so we're Canadian.
Yeah.
I don't watch the All-Star game.
Right, because it's bullshit.
Yeah, because who cares?
You're not going to win US viewers by showing them a watered down version of the game. Like if you want US people to watch hockey, show them the playoffs.
Yeah,
And-
I will watch
and
the NHL awards and watch Tuukka Rask looking like a pipe cleaner in a suit just to see him off the ice. Then I will watch the All-Star game.
Right.
Like I like seeing the guys out of their environment, but I don't think the All-Star game.
You like seeing Brent Burns with the suit, the really sharp suit, but then that fucking beard and the hair.
Yeah,
It's like
you don't want to
dress-
know what I'll overlook for Brent Burns though,
You
because I
dress
know what
so
that's
well, but you gotta do something with the face and the hair.
Oh my god, the face.
So do we drop All-Star? Do we make them meaningful like baseball, or do we drop them and just make them skills competition?
How do you make them meaningful? Like, I mean, I really don't like that the baseball one is meaningful. I don't like what it does because it's not fair. Because players who aren't even part of the team that ultimately like benefits or doesn't benefit from that, like they had no say in whether their team was home or away.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I don't know if it makes me care more. I think it makes it more interesting, but I always watch the baseball All-Star game.
Right.
think
But there's
it
like
makes it
there's
more
players
No,
players
but-
from last place teams on that all-star team. Like they're never gonna it doesn't matter to them whether they're
Ooh,
But I
Katie/Mark,
think yes.
can you look up the home run derby stats?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's
Okay.
yeah.
I think it makes it more interesting for the fans of the teams that are in the hunt. So you
Right.
get more of those viewers watching, right? Like for Jays fans who are bandwagon fans to begin with, the Jays were doing okay going into the All-Star break, right? That
Yep.
you want home field advantage for the playoffs, so you might tune into the All-Star game, whereas you might not have before.
Yeah, and as a Blue Jay fan, I always watched it just to see
The Blue Jays.
them tip their hat to the camera when they announced.
And then you change the channel.
Yeah.
I watch the home run derby start to finish. I will fall asleep partway through the All-Star game.
We watched it in
We watched it in Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh, on your honeymoon?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we did.
That's-
And listening to a Spanish guy yell home run
Nice.
is amazing.
Is it like the way they do the goal?
Yes,
Awesome.
it is fantastic.
Lebu!
No, but they're
That's-
Spanish.
That's French. Yeah.
Buenos dias, Lebu!
Closer.
I'm getting there. I'm offending a lot of people.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what you do.
Yeah, all the time, pretty much. I don't know. So my beautiful, personal, brilliant idea of players voting for themselves.
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's genius, and I will take full claim on that. Hockey, Patrick Kane streak. If we would like to bet, when's that shit ending?
Soon, I hope.
Yeah.
Patrick Kane is why?
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 I don't know. 'Cause
Why not?
I hate the Blackhawks.
You're not a woman. What did he do to you?
He didn't do anything.
No, I like them. I have a kinship with the Blackhawks.
Okay. Well,
I just want to know what our number is because we don't have Mark
what's
here.
he at? 26?
26.
I'm gonna say what's the record?
33. Matt Sundin.
Okay, he's
32
gonna
or
get
33?
he's gonna get to 31.
Just shy of the record.
Just shy. Just
Tyler?
enough.
I will go 29.
Ooh.
He's gonna lose it against the Sharks.
Yeah, he is.
Ooh.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if that helps. I just know they play the Sharks on Sunday.
There you go.
So if
Okay.
that's 29 or not, I'm not sure.
I don't really care.
Aw.
34. I'm just picking a number.
Oh snap!
I was going to say he beats the record by 2. Is that 34?
It's 35.
Okay, 35 then.
The MLB Home Run Derby had 7.1 million viewers, so that's
Okay.
almost as many as the NBA All-Star Game, and quite a few more than the NHL All-Star Game.
But so I mean, we were right with the like people in the States don't give a shit about the NHL All-Star Game, so maybe take those numbers with a grain of salt. That 1 point whatever million is all Canadians.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I'm surprised
Probably a little
that
west and
the
east,
home run
too.
derby numbers aren't closer to the All-Star Game.
Yeah, me too. Because I'd rather watch the home run derby than the All-Star game.
The Home Run Derby's Friday night, and the All-Star Game Saturday night, or Saturday,
No.
Sunday?
No,
And
it's
the
like
MLB,
Sunday,
it's Monday
or something.
It's Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday. That's right.
The All-Star game's on a Tuesday night.
Interesting.
That makes sense for people who need to go to work.
Right?
Yeah,
Fuck you
absolutely.
and your work and your job.
They still get 10 million viewers. That's pretty
Yeah.
good for a Tuesday night.
That
What else are you
explains why
doing
we
on a
fall
Tuesday
asleep
night?
during the game?
Yeah, no other sports are really on at that time. CFL.
Yeah, just barely. And it's not on Tuesday
They don't
night.
play on Tuesdays.
Oh, and you segued me perfectly.
Beautiful.
There is a CFL story that I kind of want your opinion on.
Is it the Edmonton coach being like, suck
Yeah.
my dick?
Well, okay, so Edmonton wins the Grey Cup,
Yeah.
and their coach decides to split town and go to Saskatchewan
Yeah.
to be coach, general manager. So that's cool. Like it's definitely like a step up, right?
Yeah.
So cool. So Edmonton has no coach now, and so they decide that they're going to start looking. So they ask Ottawa to talk to their offensive coordinator, and they ask Hamilton to talk to our defensive coordinator. Now, the defensive coordinator for Hamilton has a no movement clause in his contract, which means he can't just leave without us getting something in return.
Okay.
Right.
So Ottawa, however, their offensive coordinator has no such thing, and he used to play. So it's Jason Moss, and he used to play with the GM, and so they're kind of buddies. So it seemed like it was a slam dunk. So Edmonton says, "Hey, we want to talk to him." So depending on which reports you're believing, it was Ottawa said. So Ottawa's saying, "Well, we said you could talk to him, but we want something in return if you sign him." And Edmonton's saying, well, they didn't say that until after it became apparent that we were signing him. So now Ottawa believes that they should be compensated for them signing away their coach, which has never happened.
Yeah.
Like this? They're trying to set a precedent here.
Which is interesting because the NHL just ruled that GMs and coaches no longer get compensation.
Right. And
so that's interesting timing.
And they shouldn't get compensation. I mean, the contract, so it's a gentleman's agreement. Like, hey, you're moving up. So for me, if I'm the GM of Ottawa, and one of my guys is moving up, like that's a good thing. That means I hired the right guy. Now, yeah, it sucks. I got to go find a new guy, but I hired the right guy, and we need to be like promoting that sort of thing.
But what are you going to compensate with?
Draft pick, cash.
And then to me, cash I understand. I could get behind cash.
Right.
But draft picks, it's different pools of people.
Right.
It's apples and oranges.
Right.
It's
a player
it's administrative staff versus talent.
Right. It doesn't make any sense.
There's no comparatives, so I don't think you can compensate.
Right. So basically, the way it stands right now is Edmonton has signed Jason Moss to be their new head coach, and they're gonna have this mediated as to what to do with compensation or no compensation. So
Oh, the CFL.
it's fun.
Well, it is the same in the NHL. They just decided coaches getting traded and GMs getting traded are no compensation. And I agree with that because it's, like I said, it's apples and oranges. It's completely different pools of people and maybe money.
Yeah, cash would make sense.
Cash would make sense because now you have to spend resources to go hire someone else.
Has a coach ever been traded?
No, it's usually like something like this, where it's
you're fired, or
you're fired, or you're taking a job with another team that's at a higher
or a better team. Like
you're either fired from your current team or you quit.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think
but the thing is most coaching contracts have a thing in there. If you resign, you can't coach for someone else for the duration of your contract. So if you had a 2-year contract and you resign, and there's still a year left, you can't coach for somebody till that year's over.
Which is fine.
But you get hired for a better job.
Right. And so that's why they normally let it go. Like that's that's good for the coach. It's good for everybody. Like
is Ottawa arguing anything specific, or it's just we
they just something. Want something. They just want something. And you know what? Fuck you, Ottawa. Fuck you. Fucking Red Blacks. What a dumb name.
Say it right.
Red Blacks!
There you go.
It's worse than having 2 shades of the same color. Fucking Argos.
Oh.
I'm just full of hate today.
So much hate. That's interesting. Coaches being traded and...
Yep.
And yeah, you're right. You wouldn't be happy that you've traded the right guy and...
You brought in the right guy, and obviously you brought in the right guy. Their offense was, like, ridiculous this year. So, what's like, yeah, okay, it sucks. You got to get a new guy, but, that's whatever. I'm so sick of Ottawa. So sick of their shit.
I like that a month after the fact, we still found CFL news to talk about.
I'll do it all year.
Give it to Chris.
All year round.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything they want to yell about?
No.
Because did. And super lame, but I mentioned it in the Slack thread, and I just
and I was curious.
Okay, so women's curling.
Right.
And follow me here for a second, and I'm really curious if you guys agree or disagree. It is the only sport that men and women can play on the exact, pun intended, level playing field.
I think so. Absolutely.
So golf, they put, because we're ladies, our tees a little closer. God bless our delicate little girl arms.
You can't handle it like us men.
We just can't hit it that far. Hockey, we're not allowed to hit each other.
Right.
Football, we have to play in our underwear.
Have to. It's a must.
Baseball, we gotta underarm it to each other.
Right.
Curling. Now, Peanut Gallery curled and explained to me the strategies are sometimes a little different, and men, but this is just men being men, go for takeouts a little more than women do. So that's just men being rawr, smash things.
I need to hit something.
But the equipment and the size of the playing field and the distance and the heaviness of the rocks, everything's exactly the same.
Yep.
So is curling the only sport?
It's curling the only sport
where men and women could play against each other with absolutely no advantage or disadvantage.
I wouldn't say, well, like you just said, I wouldn't say against each other because the strategies are different. And
well, strategies. That's men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Mixed teams, but like, could Jennifer Jones and that sexy redhead chick she plays with from Hamilton go up against bald Kevin Martin?
I think they could. Yeah. I think it would be interesting. Don't they do it? Don't they ever do it?
I believe they do mixed.
I thought they did, like Jennifer Jones, or what's the other one? What's the other hot one? Because there's a couple hot ones.
Oh, Cheryl something?
I think so, but I
There's
could have.
a new sexy one that just
Is
beat
there?
Jennifer Jones yesterday, which is why I came up with it, because I was like, ooh, you're pretty.
Where is? Okay, I'm on TSN. Let's find the curling.
Whatever the last curling tournament was. Because
Yeah.
I look for any excuse to burn my bra.
Right.
And this one made me like, hey. And it's part of the reason why I love, because we're the official voice.
Rachel Homan.
Yeah, Google her team.
Yeah,
They're
she's not
pretty.
bad.
It's part of the reason why I love dodgeball, and we're the official voice of dodgeball. Is I think men and women can cohabitate on a team very well. It's the best co-ed sport I've ever played in terms of skill set and people doing things for each other. Is soccer anywhere close to that?
I think soccer can play mixed, definitely.
Because I know my little girl heart can't keep up with yours in terms of running as fast as you guys can. But like, could men and women, could a men's team play against a women's soccer team, and would there be any parity, or would the men's team annihilate the women's?
Depends on the level.
Yeah.
Let's say Hope Solo and her nephew strangling hands, and whatever so the Canadian, she choked her nephew and somehow got away with it.
It's true.
It's true. She wasn't going to be allowed across the border
That's amazing.
to play in the women's thing in Vancouver. So Hope Solo and the U.S. team
Yeah.
against Canadian men's team.
Oh, they would crush us.
Really?
Yes. The Canadian men's soccer team sucks ass.
U.S. men versus U.S. women.
That might be a better game. I think the men would still take it, but it would probably be a good game.
Yeah, so maybe soccer's the only one that has parity? Aside from curling?
Aside from curling?
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, I know it's kids, but like my daughter, she's 16, and I watch. She's on a mixed team, and I watch boys and girls play together. I mean, there's not a lot of girls in the league anymore. But there's at least 2 or 3 on each team.
This is for soccer?
Yeah, and she can keep up with the boys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because it's finesse sports, right? I mean, I totally understand sports where, like, guys you're going to always physically be able to hit a ball further than I am.
Yeah.
And you're always going to be able in hockey to just mash me into the boards. But
Right.
soccer, as long as my cardio stamina is at the level of yours, it's a finesse game, right?
Right.
And
I think so.
curling's finesse. It's all about angles and math, which boys are usually better with, but if girls study hard enough, we can get it.
There you go.
Anyways, that was my women's curling point that I just wanted to bring up when I watched this morning, and I watched those sexy girls teams go against each other.
Yeah.
Is Chris still Googling pictures of
I am. I might be.
women's curling players? You have to look at the redheaded chick that's on Jennifer Jones's team, because I think she's from Hamilton.
Okay. Let's see.
Off he goes.
Yep.
We've lost Chris.
Sorry.
It's gone.
Yeah,
It's
I
over.
forget her name. Well, Chris
Yep. It's over. See you guys.
slowly slides his hand under the table. I suppose we'll say goodnight. And is this our last?
This,
Oh, bye.
this is
Is
our
this
last
our last
show.
Scotch Sporting and for the holidays?
Yeah, last show before for the new year.
So we will be taking a 2-year break.
A
And by
2-year
year, I mean week.
Oh my god.
A lot of shit's gonna happen.
A
See you in
lot of-
2017.
That'll be
Almost
the
2018, actually.
longest podcast ever.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's gonna happen in the next 2 weeks, I think, because we have some football and the
Yeah,
World Juniors that no one really cares about, but we might have to talk about.
Yeah, when we get back, we will know who's going to the playoff schedule for the NFL will be set.
Okay,
that's
call it
right.
right now.
Oh, I'm not in any position to do that. Pats finished first.
Woo woo.
Yep.
Broncos finished second. That's for AFC. NFC, obviously, we're gonna go Carolina, and
What's the score in the game?
I don't even know who else. What's the fucking?
24.
I don't even. What else is happening in the fucking NFC?
All right, so the NFL playoff picture as of right now is...
Oh, the Cards. Yeah, the Cards should be second. That's right.
Yeah,
So there you
so
go.
currently Panthers, Cards, Vikings, Seahawks, Packers, Redskins.
Redskins. That's amazing.
And they're the 4th seed because they're winning their.
Yeah, they're winning the division.
They're winning the division.
Oh my god, the AFC South is making me so sad.
And Jets, Chiefs, Broncos, and Colts. So right now, the Jets are playing the Broncos, the Chiefs are playing the Colts, the Vikings are playing the Pack, and the Seahawks are playing the Redskins. You've got
wait, what? How are the Jets playing the Broncos? Broncos would get the bye, wouldn't they?
Well, as I said, as of right now.
Okay. Oh, right, because the Bengals are ahead.
The Bengals are technically ahead.
Right. Okay. But won't be with our Ginger Overlord being hurt.
Correct.
All hail.
Oh. All right. Well, cool. That's as much as I can give. I'm just saying.
There's way too many moving parts.
I think it's gonna stay the way it is.
Yeah.
There's 6 teams in the hunt in the AFC, and there's 8 teams in the hunt in the NFC.
Wild card could be anybody at this point. So
Yeah.
I'm just like not even whatever. Not even getting in on that. But no, it should definitely be the Chiefs. I would say the Chiefs and the Steelers are actually probably pretty safe bets. But
Go
then,
Seahawks
yeah,
and Vikings.
so
Well, have a lovely, safe holidays. New Year's, Hanukkah is over, but happy it anyways. Christmas, Kwanzaa,
Festivus,
miracle celebration that you have with your family. And thank you for listening to Scotch Sporting.
Thank you for listening to another Rabble Press podcast. Please contact us through our website, rabblepress.com/contact. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow your favorite podcasts on Twitter.